Hello, you guys. It's your girl Asia from the Rome Reigns Fango channel. Welcome back to my channel. I told you guys that I was going to be bringing back Degrassi episode reviews again, and I decided it's a better time than any because I got mostly all my stuff out of the way. I did my TMNT video yesterday. I still have to review the Tale of Yorkai from season 3. That will be up sometime soon. Same thing with Big Mouth. I'm just not watching season 6. I'm nowhere near done, but there are three topics I want to talk about from Big Mouth, and I'm just going to do them all in one big video, so please be checking out for that. But I just want to let you guys know that I am still reviewing my seasons for Degrassi. That is not canceled or anything. I just want to take a break and get far in doing my episode reviews. So that's all little updates for today. I just want to let you guys know that for season 12, I will be doing any episode that I feel like it's important for me to review. Same thing will go for season 13. I know I said I wanted to just do maybe 5 or 10 episodes from that season. And I think for those from season 13, especially when I do Degrassi, I'm only going to review episodes that's important to me, that I felt like were important, that I felt like was that I feel like it's an episode that's had a good enough topic in it for me to review. If it wasn't a good episode or episode I didn't care for, it won't be getting reviewed. It's the same way I felt for season 12. And if I'm in the mood, I might do season 14. That depends, because we all know how much I hate that season. So I might or might not review episodes from season 12. It depends. I might only do episodes that I like from season 14. But let me not waste any more time. It is about season 12. Episodes we're going to be reviewing today. I'm doing 2 episodes from season 12. They're going to be in separate videos. The first 2 episodes we're going to do are episodes 7 and 8, which are called Say It Ain't So. They are part 1 and part 2. And then the other episodes I'm going to be reviewing are episodes 9 and 10, which are called Closer to Free. They are part 1 and part 2. Let's get into Say It Ain't So part 1 and part 2. First, I just want to say, as far as the B plots are concerned, I really don't care for them. The only one I really cared for was Cam, with the hockey team kind of teasing him and kind of making fun of him because he lied about having a girlfriend, lied about having sex, and he kind of tried to hit on Bianca. And I really like the scene with Bianca and Cam in the bathroom. It kind of just shows her maturity and how much she has changed throughout the entire show. Because I feel like if that was old Bianca, she would have never said anything to Cam. She just would have called him a loser and probably got Principal Simpson. But the fact that she actually got time to get to know him and actually told him not to worry about the team, picking on him and just kind of stick to himself. And, I absolutely love when she told Cam that high school sucks. Spend time with people here who don't. I absolutely love that. I absolutely love when she said that to Cam because me personally, that's how I spent my high school years. I absolutely hated school. I wasn't a big fan of school, but I had amazing friends in high school that made it worthy of me getting up every day just to go to school. That was probably the best part about school, was really just hanging out with my friends. Other than that, I didn't give a fuck about school. Yes, I graduated, but at the same time, didn't care. As far as the main plot is concerned with Ellie and Dave's relationship, these episodes right here really ruined the future of their relationship because, as you all know, my favorite relationship with Allie is Dave and Degrassi. And even though, I'm not even going to say even out of all her relationships, it didn't get the most material. Honestly, I feel like out of all of Allie's relationships on the show, considering with her boyfriends, I feel like her relationship with Dallas didn't get the most screen time. But I really loved her with Dave. I don't know, I just feel like her and Dave just connected. And I feel like they had amazing chemistry that none of her other relationships can really top. I just feel like, Allie is a very smart girl, right? And what pisses me off in this episode is that it was her idea to have sex with Dave. She brought it up to him, and whatever episode that might have been when he got the part of the play, whatever episode that might have been in, can't really remember. Oh, it's in Got Your Money. I didn't review those episodes because they're boring as hell. Like I said, the freshmen since season 11 have been getting shitty storylines. But in the other episode, You Got Your Money, she was the one who told Dave she was ready to have sex. She brought the idea up to him. So when they had sex, she was on the pill, but he didn't use a condom because she said there was no point. So what pisses me off is that, Allie, you made a decision to not allow him to use protection that night. And in the second you thought you might have been pregnant, you couldn't wait to point the finger at him. It's like, Allie, I get it. You're a smart girl. Your whole future is riding on getting into MIT. And for you to say, oh, Dave is a distraction, you just can't handle it, it's just like, girl, what do you mean? If you feel like you don't want to be in a relationship with me, she should just broke up with Dave right then and there. Why even drag the relationship if you felt like being with me almost cost you everything, right? And it just, Allie, and this is what pisses me off about her character. Whenever she was with a good dude, she treated him like trash. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. When she was with a good dude, she treated him like absolute shit. Either they had to do a lot of initiations or a lot of shit to prove that it was just her and only her. But had it been any other nigga, she would not have been so quick to put the finger on them and blame them. That's what pisses me off, because in this episode, she was like blaming Dave for everything. She took no accountability. And one of the main things that pisses me off that people don't understand when it comes to sex is that it takes two to tango. It does. Whether people believe it or not, it absolutely does. It takes two to tango. It takes two to get busy. It takes two to do everything. So for her to just be like, oh, it was Dave who kind of like talked me into having sex and I did it and we were unprotected. It's like, girl, are you serious? You're the one who said you wanted to have sex. You're the one who brought the idea up to him. And I get it. He came, at school doing midnight where you was doing work and, you almost caught the school on fire because of the project because you and him was almost about to have sex. I get that doing what you and him were about to do that night almost cost you everything in your future. And it's like, Allie, I understand. You're trying to get into MIT. But I definitely agree with Dave. For you to make all these plans and to consider doing everything without even asking me makes me just feel like you can see yourself without me. You can see a future where I'm not in it. And it's like, if that's the case, there's no point of you being with me. That's just how I feel. And I just feel like Allie made a lot of decisions where she didn't even consider Dave. Like, how do you... Well, and then some of y'all gonna say she doesn't really need to consider him in the conversation because it is about her future, it's her right to MIT. I understand that. But in the first episode, when she told Dave that she might have been pregnant, he came to her the next day at school and told her that he couldn't be quiet, and he told his parents about her being pregnant, potentially being pregnant. And he said that if she really was pregnant, that she can graduate from school early, go to MIT, he can graduate the following year, and he was willing to stay at any apartment for them that his father was going to put down for a down payment and pay for the rent. He would stay at home with the kid while she is doing her years at university. Not any other guy would say they're willing to sacrifice their future and dream to raise their child, to raise your kid together. Dave was willing to do that. And for her to say that she was willing to agree to that, just to go behind his back and tell her parents that she's going to go not go behind his back. When she invited him to her confirmation, agreeing that she's going to go to MIT alone, you made all these big ass decisions and you didn't involve me in any of them. I'm not in your future. How do you think a relationship with you being all the way in Boston, Massachusetts, and me here is going to work? You're going to be thousands of miles away. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. And I just feel like, Allie, for you to do that, it just shows that you can see your life without Dave in it. And I just feel like they should just went ahead and broke them up in this episode, because these two episodes ruined them anyway. It ruined their fucking relationship. Like, literally, I am not kidding y'all. After these part 1 and part 2 episodes, it ruined their fucking relationship. And I always had a bone to pick with that, because I really do love Allie and Dave together. They made the most sense. And it's like, to think he didn't had a crush on this girl since season 9 when he came in, and been chasing her since that entire time, and literally sat back and waited to get his chance while every other guy had their chance. If it's like, I kind of see Dave as Jeremiah from The Summer I Turned Pretty, right? Dave liked Allie a lot. Saw her as a friend, but there was always a chance where he wanted it to be more. Same thing with Jeremiah, right? With Billy. Billy was his best friend, but he always wanted to be more. But the reason why he never said anything is because when he thought it might have been the perfect time for him to get a chance, there was always someone else. It's the same thing with Dave. Whenever Dave thought it might be the right time for him to tell Ellie that he got feelings for her, it was always someone else. It was always somebody else, whether it was Johnny, whether it was Drew. It didn't matter who the fuck it was. It was always someone else. Like, y'all, I don't hate Allie, but her character does nothing for me because all she does is date, and I do not like how she treat the boys who are good to her. She treated Dave like absolute shit. Like, I can't wait to get to the one episode where they threw Claire the birthday party, and that fucking like conversation they had. I was completely on Dave's side. Fuck Allie. Fuck everything she was saying. The only thing I agree with her was that when she said it was not going to be easy, which is true. A relationship shouldn't be fucking easy at any cost. It should be hard. There's going to be hardships, ups and downs. Fuck Allie. That's all I really gotta say at this point. Fuck her. She really did my man dirty. And like I said, I can't wait to get to the episode because I'm going hard like a motherfucker. I am going hard, hard, hard. She had me all the way fucked up. Like, seriously. Like I said, I really loved the storyline with Allie and Dave, her thinking she was being pregnant. You know what? They should have made her ass pregnant. They should have made her ass pregnant because Allie was too fucking smart and she knew right from wrong, and she should have known that having unprotected sex leads to pregnancy. And if you're saying that the birth control pill isn't 100% accurate and she could still get pregnant and he didn't use the condom, they should have made her ass pregnant. To make it more of a challenge, because I feel like Degrassi, you do all this, oh, I think I might have been pregnant. You should have had her be pregnant. Because I feel like a long time ago, they should have made it been Manny who should have been pregnant. But I really feel like they should have made Allie be pregnant because it's like you have sex and you do it really dumb and there's no consequences for your actions. So I feel like she should have been pregnant. I don't care. But like I said, fuck these episodes. They ruined her and Dave. Like literally after this conversation, her and Dave were fucking ruined. I don't care for the side plots other than the one with Cam. I can't remember what the other side plot was. Oh, the other side plot was with Casey, Connor, and Adam making fun of Claire. I don't care about that because it wasn't really about like Claire's internship with Asher just yet. And I'm on those episodes right now where she has like, he's kind of like grooming her. So yeah, these are episodes 7 and 8. Say It Ain't So part 1 and part 2 review. I'm over it. I hate these episodes with a passion because it ruined Allie and Dave. And that's all we got to say. I'm out of this bitch. Peace.